Hi and welcome back to the White Label Rebrander Club tutorial videos. In this video, we're going to look at how to make changes to your sales page and download page that you get as part of your Rebrander kit so that you can tailor those to your specific extension and get up and selling as quickly as you can. Okay, within the extensions themselves, when you click on an extension, it'll come up with the page for that particular extension. And if you scroll on down to the bottom, you've got an option here to download. Just click on the download button there and you'll get your repurpose extension marketing kit. Now this includes a box shot, a sales page and a download page. Now as an example, they look a bit like this. Obviously each one will vary, but this is an example of the sales page for the repurpose extension. And if I scroll down, you can see that it is a full length sales page. There is no sales video in there. I recommend you either take out the code if you don't want to do your own VSL, or just create a quick demonstration video of your browser in action, showing people highlighting information on a page, right-clicking and choosing the option and it producing the results. That's all you really need there as a very simple VSL, basically a quick demonstration of the extension in action, and that will give people what they need to make the decision and buy and get in. Now if I scroll on down, you'll also notice it's quite a long sales page. There's a lot of information in here. Obviously feel free to edit this any way you want to, but the important bits that we need to edit are mostly down the bottom when we get there. As I said, it's a long sales page. You need to update the price with your own price. You need to put your buy button in here. And if we scroll on down a bit further, there's an FAQ. You can obviously change those if you want to make any changes to the questions and answers. And down the bottom, again, put your own buy button in here and update the domain here with your domain and your URLs for your income disclaimer, your contact or support desk, privacy policy, terms and conditions, etc. If I move this up a little bit, you'll see bottom left here, when I hover over them, you can see it's set up for yourdomain.com/disclaimer. So you're going to replace that with whatever your domain is. And there's also a space here to put any disclaimer code from the platform that you're selling, such as JVZoo or Warrior Plus, ClickBank, etc. So basically you're looking for anywhere that it says your code here to replace it with your code, or anywhere where it says yourdomain.com. And the other two is the box shot image and the video URL if you want to put your own video in as well. Okay, let's also pop across. There's also a download page where you can pop an image in for your brand, and down here put in the download link for your extension. Obviously, whether that is a receipt page after someone's purchased or a free download page as a bonus or something like that is entirely up to you, and you can decide how you lock that down. Again, put your brand name at the bottom and update your domain to your links as well. So that's an example of both the sales page and the download page. There are a couple of different options on how you edit them. If you've got something like Dreamweaver, then feel free to open the file up in Dreamweaver and just scroll through and find the holding spots for your code here or your domain. The other option is to, in a very basic mode, go with something like TextPad. This is a free text editor. And in here, once you've opened up the file, you can scroll down. If I scroll a bit further down past the code that's built in, let's get to the start of the page. You'll see where it says your boxgraphic.png. You need to replace that with the URL for your PNG file. And if you're actually going to put it in a different folder, also designate the folder address as well. If the image is in the same folder as the file itself for the sales page, then you don't need to. But if it is, you need to specify that. And this is where you can put in your own video code. So your code here, you'd replace that. And if I scroll all the way down to the bottom, start at the bottom, replace the line below with your payment platform script tag. So that, as an example, if you're using Warrior Plus, you need a disclaimer script there, and you need the actual disclaimer code there as well. That's true on Warrior Plus, JVZoo and ClickBank. And where it says yourdomain.com here, you need to replace that with whatever your domain is. And if I scroll on up, the buy button is just above the FAQs. So where it says your code here, this is where you need to put your buy button code in. Again, whichever platform it is, pop your buy button code in there, save the file, upload it to your server, and you're ready to start selling your extensions. Now, there is another way of doing it as well, which I'll show you as another option because it's my favorite way of doing it. So my favorite way is actually nowadays to use Claude, and you can do this in chat or in Cowork. I tend to use Cowork. Chat will do exactly the same thing. And if you have projects, you can do it within an existing project, or you can set up a new task and just run it within there. Now, all all I'm going to do is pop in the relevant files to start off with, and then I'm going to type in the prompt that I'm going to use to get it to do the work. So just outside of the video window here, I've opened up a folder with the marketing kit in it unzipped, and I'm going to grab the sales page HTML file. I'm going to bring it over here and I'm going to drop that there. So this file is the repurpose extension rebrandable sales page.html. The other bit I'm going to grab is my new box. So I'm going to grab that image and drop it. So I've now got my new box shot for my branded version of the image, which we cover in a different tutorial video. I've got the HTML for the sales page as well. And let me pause the video while I type in the prompt that I'm going to use. Okay, so I've written up the full prompt in a text pad. I will make sure that this is available underneath the video so that you can actually copy and paste this and obviously replace it with your code rather than my code, but just swap out the information that you get for Warrior Plus, JVZoo, ClickBank, etc., and most importantly your domain name and whatever your graphic is called. So all we're doing is saying I need to rebrand this HTML sales page with my own information. Please replace your code here with the relevant code for my information for number 1. This is the code that we want replaced. My video embed code is, then the buy button, my button code is, etc. So just go through all of those, and I'm simply going to copy that, come over to Claude Cowork, pop it in, hit the button, and let Claude Cowork go and do that. As I said, Claude Chat can do the same thing. I just use Cowork now because I do quite a lot in here. But that is it running. It will go through and do all that for me, and I'll pause the video while it does so, and I'll come back in a moment. Okay, so that's finished. Didn't take long, 2 or 3 minutes. And if I scroll down, you can see it's gone through and found all the different bits and replaced them successfully for me. If there was any problems, it would let me know. It would say unable to find that, unable to find whatever it is, and let me know that there's a problem. Now it displays the new file over here on the right, and I can then choose to open it in Firefox or show it in a folder, and I've actually opened it up in Firefox already. Now this is the local version. If I pull this down a little bit, you'll see that in the browser URL it's actually on my local hard drive. The reason I'm showing you that is because when I scroll down, the video embed isn't working, nor is the file, because they aren't in the right place and this page isn't online. Once you put it online, and I have uploaded it as well just to show you what it would look like, this is a fully updated version online with my box shot and the video. Obviously this is not the VSL for this one, but it's just an example video, and it is live. That would play if I hit the icon. There you go. Let's pause it. And if I scroll on down to the bottom, you'll see it now has the disclaimer in, and it has my domain name, nowIgetAI.com, which is from my branding for this one. If I scroll back up a little bit, you can see that the buy button is there. Okay, so that is an example of rebranding a page using Claude Cowork. Very quick, it's very accurate, it's very good. And better yet, if you then want to make extra changes to it, you can just tell Claude what changes you want to make. So if I didn't like this color, I could say, okay, update it to green, update it to orange, whatever you want. So you can quickly get Claude Cowork to make as many changes for you as you want. Okay, that is a quick tutorial from rebranderclub.com on how to rebrand your sales pages and download pages so that you can get up and running and selling your extensions from the White Label Rebrander Club straight away. If you're not a member yet, go to rebranderclub.com and I'll see you on the inside.